Okay, so moving on to the second biggest thing that's going on here, we're kind of in the Epstein file scandal, followed by now what's going on with the attacks against Barack Obama. So now the accusation is, and the Trump administration is claiming that they have proof, which is what we already knew when this happened, that the Russiagate was completely a hoax. That never happened. These were stories and things that were created by Hillary and by Obama to work against President Trump. We already know that. The Steele dossier was paid for by the Clinton Foundation, and it was paid to a guy that was like ex-MI6 and also working for the Russians. He was like a double spy and informant and completely untrustworthy. And they put all that out in order to undermine Trump when he was running for office. Now, in my opinion, and let's just call a spade here, I think this going after Obama is to distract us from the Epstein files debacle. Now, listen, having said that, I'm here for it. I don't think Obama's going to be arrested. None of these people tend to really go after each other. But they did go after Trump, so that's ironic. And they were trying to put him in jail. And if he turns around and he doesn't try to jail Obama and doesn't try to do direct action, I mean, someone explain that to me so I understand it. I mean, they went after Trump and tried to completely ruin his life and put him in jail and keep him from running for the presidency. But when Trump gets into office, he won't go after them and do the same thing. I'll give you an example. When he was in his first term, he was running for office for his first term. He kept saying, "I'm gonna get a special prosecutor to go after Hillary Clinton," right? About all of the lost and deleted emails, all about Benghazi and them letting our soldiers and ambassador die. He never did it. Hillary never faced any responsibility for her actions. So this is going to be an interesting situation just because I want to see how it plays out. It's a big deal to be so directly going after a former president of the United States, one that served 2 terms like Obama. I hated him. I thought he was a shit president. But I guess we're going to see how all of this plays out. So let's go. First, I'm going to show you the fake AI video that the White House put out for Obama's arrest.
That story and this next story are reminders that if any other president did this in the past, it'd be a huge deal, but now barely that big of a deal. So over the weekend, former President Trump shared a fake AI-generated video on social media showing former President Barack Obama being arrested in the Oval Office. The video, originally posted on TikTok, depicts FBI agents handcuffing Obama while Trump looks on and smiles.
Here's a video here. And this is great. They're both sitting down. He's smiling.
The post comes after the director of
They take him and arrest him, and then he's in jail.
Accused the Obama administration of a treasonous conspiracy to undermine Trump's 2016 election win. Gabbard released over 100 pages of documents alleging attempts to suppress intelligence and promote claims of Russian interference. She's now calling for federal investigations and prosecutions, here warning in her words that democracy is at stake. Democrats have dismissed
which is what the Democrats say all the time.
Politically motivated. Now, remember that for years, presidents refused to even criticize their successors, but now you got one posting a video of him being arrested. Critics say the timing is a distraction from controversy surrounding Trump, including his alleged ties to Jeffrey Epstein. President Obama's office has not commented on the video or the allegations.
So, 2 things can be true at once. I think this is a distraction from the Epstein files. Also, I know that Obama and Hillary were cheating and coming up with bad information, factually all incorrect information, in order to smear President Trump when he was running for office. The Russia hoax, the Russia hoax, and that he liked Russian prostitutes to pee on him, and he was really a Russian agent. He's going to be working with Russia, and they were trying to get him in office. That was all lies propagated by Obama and Hillary in order to work against him. And then they moved forward to say the exact same thing when they were trying to take him to court in this most recent run for office. So they were throwing absolutely everything against a wall in order to get Trump out of the race. So he couldn't run for president, that he would hopefully be jailed and be disqualified from all of it. Here's Tulsi Gabbard talking about some of this at a press briefing at the White House about what some of all of this is.
The implications of this are far-reaching and have to do with the integrity of our democratic republic. It has to do with an outgoing president taking action to manufacture intelligence to undermine.
Yeah, he spied on President Trump as well. I believe that was proven. He was spying on President Trump at the time before he was coming into office. Another illegal act.
And usurp the will of the American people in that election and launch what would be a years-long coup against the incoming President of the United States, Donald Trump.
Dr. Gabbard, you referenced the past intelligence reports and assessments on this, including that 2017 one that was signed off, as Ed noted, by every Republican on the Senate Intelligence Community, including the acting chair of the time, now Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who said in a statement that they did not find any evidence of Russian collusion, but they did find, however, is very troubling, and they found irrefutable evidence of Russian meddling. One, are you saying that he's wrong in that statement that he made then? And secondly, what would you say to people who believe that you're only releasing these documents now to improve your standing with the president after he said that your intelligence assessments were wrong?
The evidence and the intelligence that has been declassified and released is irrefutable. I'm going to let Caroline speak to Secretary Rubio.
I'll speak to both questions. First, on Secretary Rubio, he put out a statement in 2020 following that Senate Intelligence Committee report, and he said what they found is troubling. We found irrefutable evidence of Russian meddling, which the Director of National Intelligence just confirmed for all of you, that Russia was trying to sow distrust and chaos. But what's the outrage in this that Secretary Rubio did not say at the time, the Democrats were saying at the time, is the fact that the intelligence community was concocting this narrative that the president colluded with the Russians. The only people who are suggesting that the Director of National Intelligence would release evidence to try to boost her standing with the president are the people in this room who constantly try to sow distrust and chaos amongst the president's cabinet, and it is not working. I will just answer your question directly. I am with the President of the United States every day. He has the utmost confidence in Director Gabbard. He always has. He continues to.
So that wasn't as much as Tulsi as I wanted there, but there was some of her talking to that. So when they did a deeper dive on the whole thing, they found that Russia did attempt some minor meddling in it, just paying for ads to be run online or Facebook, and even some like bots, people they created in order to get into either the left or right groups and start getting everyone fired up a little bit. But not to the degree that the Obama administration was saying, and not to the suggestion that that Trump was a Russian agent and this was the reason that they were making this big push to interfere in the elections and get Trump in office. So it's interesting to see where it goes. Do I see Obama going to jail? No, I don't. I mean, we really don't see anybody going to jail, do we? Right? With the Epstein files, we're not seeing any of those pedophiles held responsible for their actions. With going after Obama, I will eat crow. I will come on my show and I will eat crow if we find out that Obama gets a perp walk or a mug shot and something definitive comes out from the whole thing. I just don't see it really working out that way. But that's a big thing that's happening right now. They are going after Obama and accusing him of being treasonous, just interfering in an election and an incoming president coming in order to suit them, the Democrats' own needs. And they have been caught cheating. There's been multiple instances as more investigations have been done of catching the Democrats cheating to serve their own needs. So we'll see where it plays out. You guys let me know in the comments. Do you think Obama's going to jail? All right, we'll have more updates coming for you soon.